Hey Archie, do you know what a talent is?
Is a talent kinda like being able to jump over the fence?
Yeah, I guess that could be a talent. But the talent that I'm talking about is the kind of talent that Jesus talks about in his parable, about the talents.
What's a parable?
Oh, that's a great question. A parable is kind of like a story that somebody might tell that has a lot of different meanings, and it's supposed to help us understand something a little bit better about ourselves.
So Jesus told parables so that we could learn more about ourselves, who we really are?
That's exactly right. He told parables so that we could better understand who we are. And in the parable of the talents, Jesus talks about three people. One was given 5 talents, one was given 2 talents, and another person was given 1 talent. And the person with the 5 talents, he took those talents and he invested them and multiplied them and ended up with 10 talents.
He doubled them?
Yep, he doubled them. And the guy with 2 talents did the same thing. He doubled his talents.
Wow!
Yeah, pretty impressive. But the one who only had 1 talent, he was so worried about losing his talent that he buried it. And nothing ever came of that talent. It just laid there and it didn't help anybody.
So he just kept his talent to himself?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. He kind of just kept his talent to himself. He didn't share it, and because he didn't share it, well, it just stayed what it was. It didn't grow. You know, this is not exactly what Jesus is getting at in his parable about the talents, but we have somebody with us today who has a pretty special talent.
Really?
Yep, we really do. And do you want to know what his talent is?
Yeah.
He knows how to play the steel drum really well.
The steel drum?
Yep, the steel drum. And we're going to go downstairs and see Mr. Canning, and he's going to talk to us all about the steel drum. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready too. Are you guys ready at home? I hope so, because it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's go.
Wow, Mr. Canning, that was amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Archie.
Ted, that was great, really. I mean,
Good.
you're such a master on the steel drum. And I told Archie all about you coming, and he was so excited.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Thank you, Archie.
Can you tell us how you learned to play the steel drum?
Well, I've been a musician all my life. It's what I've been called to do, and I have to play. And some years ago, I got the opportunity to try these, and I jumped at it. And I played in a band in Connecticut. That's where we were living at the time.
Where's Connecticut?
Oh, it's on the East Coast of the United States. And I played in this group, and I was introduced to this instrument. I caught what they call the djembe.
What's
that's
a
like
zombie?
the spirit of the instrument. They talk about this. And
So there are ghosts in there?
not ghosts so much as
It
a
sounds scary.
lot that has to do with all the people that played this before. So you can talk about the ancestors and people who brought this instrument to the world and eventually brought it to me.
Kind of like my Grammy brought me some muffins.
Some muffins? Sure, you can have some muffins, or you can have some music too.
Sounds beautiful.
So, when you started learning to play this, what was the hardest thing about learning how to play it?
The hardest thing. You stumped me on that one. It's a lot like playing any other instrument, and it's a very easy instrument to start on. And I hope you will try it because I think you'll enjoy it.
Oh, yeah.
But it's just a matter of taking the time and the effort and working and practicing until you get better at it.
What is practicing?
Practicing is when you repeat a section over and over again until you get it right. Because when you first start, you're going to make a lot of mistakes.
How long did it take you? Like a week?
Oh, no. I've been playing for 30 years.
30 years.
Yeah.
What's
and
that?
I'm still learning.
What's that in lamb years?
In lamb years, let's see. Well, I was told there'd be no math, but it's a lot of years.
A lot of years.
years.
It takes a lot of practice, kids, to learn how to play an instrument, especially the steel drum. But Mr. Canning promised Archie that he would get to play.
I think you would enjoy it. I could teach you something. They say the first piece of music ever played on a steel drum was Mary Had a Little Lamb.
I know that
I
song.
thought you would. I think I could teach you that song. Let's see.
Mary was my great, 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 great grandmother.
Perfect. And this is your song, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's about you. So what you're going to do is you're going to hold this mallet. You have it.
This is tricky when you
think
don't
you got
have
it?
fingers.
All right. You have grip. Do you need to? Is that good? You're going to play this note one time, and then this note one time, and this note one time, and then you go back.
Kind of like counting sheep.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, a little like counting sheep, but hopefully it won't put you to sleep. So you go 1, and then 3 times. Do you want to try that?
Yeah, let me give it a try.
This one. 3. Now do 3. Now 1, 2. 1, 2. Go back to this one once. 1, 1, 1. 3 times. 2 times. 1, 1, 1. Oh, added thing. Very good. Very nicely done.
I'm pretty good, aren't I, Mr.
Yeah,
Canning?
good listening.
Can I try it one more time?
Try it again. You think you remember it?
Maybe.
I'll point and you play. Here we go.
I added that last part by myself.
Yeah, you did that very nicely. Very nicely.
I'm awesome, aren't I, Mr.
Yes.
Canning? Yeah.
You're not sheepish about things, are you?
I'm a lamb, Mr. Canning.
Well, it's true. You're not.
Did you say that steel drums came from Trinidad?
Trinidad. Excellent. You have a good memory. Trinidad is the southernmost island in the Caribbean. And about 70 or so years ago is when they started making instruments out of old oil barrels and trash cans and things. And they started experimenting and creating. And it grew and developed into these fine, beautiful instruments that you see here. They don't use trash cans anymore.
That would be dirty.
No, they found that they could make these beautiful instruments by chance, and they discovered this. But it's nice to know that it was these people on Trinidad that figured it out.
So that's a great way to recycle stuff, huh?
Yes, it is. It is. You find things that you want to throw away, and then you may find a new use for them.
Kind of like my dad found a new use for that old tire.
Okay, good.
My mom didn't really like it, but he left it in the yard, and it made like a little dirt pit.
You made
a
garden.
Well, that's what he called it.
I don't know, Archie. I don't remember that about your grandfather. So, Ted, Archie wanted to know if this is like one of your major talents, one of the ways that you give back to God and offer praise to God, kind of like the parable of the talents from today's gospel reading.
Well, I'd like to think that God gave me this gift, this talent, and I've been working to try and multiply it and make it work in the world beyond me.
That's great. That's great. Did you have any other questions, Archie?
Not really.
No.
But Mr. Canning,
Yes.
thanks so much for
You're
wearing
welcome.
your mask and keeping us safe. It's hard wearing these masks all the time.
I know, but we have to. It's
Yeah,
a good
but-
thing to do for people.
Yeah, thanks for keeping us safe, 'cause you're really contagious.
Archie.
Maybe
Now,
my music is contagious.
maybe so. That would be a wonderful thing to catch, is the music bug. And Archie, don't be like that to Mr. Canning. So kids, don't forget that you also, just like Mr. Canning here, has a talent to offer to God. We all have talents, and it's about how we multiply them and grow them to the glory of God so that we might be a blessing to others. Now, I think Mr. Canning is going to play one last thing to kind of close us out and send us on our way. Is that right, Mr. Canning?
I think I will. Let's see. Yeah.
Do you know Michael Row Your Boat Ashore?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't want to hear it. I just wanted to know if you knew it.
Well, I think you could hear it too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yay! Have a great day, kids. We'll see you later. Bye, Mr. Canning.
Bye-bye,
Thanks so
Archie.
much. Bye.
That was pretty fun, getting to play the steel drum and learning how they came to be, wasn't it, Archie?
Yeah, I was pretty good on the steel drum, wasn't I?
Yeah, you were pretty good on the steel drum. I bet the world is a much better place now that you know how to play Mary Had a Little Lamb on the steel drum.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've really contributed, and I bet if you use your talent and you practice, that you can become a master steel drum player just like Mr. Canning.
You really think so?
Yeah, it's possible for you too. So Kids at home, today we have a special activity instead of a craft.
What is it?
Well, that's what we're going to talk about. So, kind of like learning a talent and sharing it, and it makes it grow. We are going to have you look around your house and, with your parents' help, figure out what's something that you can do to make things at home a little bit better. It might mean washing the dishes.
I know how to wash dishes.
You know how to wash the dishes? That's great. That's really helpful. It might mean sweeping the floor.
Sweep the floor?
Yeah. Do you know how to use a broom?
No.
Well, it's easy to learn, especially if you have help from a parent. So, check in with your parent and figure out how you can help multiply God's gift, God's love in your home by helping out around the house. That's your activity for today, and maybe your activity every day. What do you think, Archie?
Yeah, that would be really helpful.
That would be really helpful, and it might even mean picking up stuff around your room or things that you've just kind of left lying around.
Kinda like you leaving your shoes everywhere.
Hey, I don't leave my shoes lying around.
Yes, you do.
I don't think so. Anyway, help out at home. That's your activity. And grow your talent for God so that you can continue to be a blessing, just like Archie here is a blessing by now knowing how to play the steel drum, right?
Right.
All right. Have a great day. We'll see you next week.
Bye, kids. Yay.